Ragnhilda, yeah, I'm very sorry to any Scandinavian viewers that we have of this episode because we are going to butcher every single name. Here at Cook That Game, we live life in ways that the Vikings would have approved of. We bathe regularly, scent our beards with floral oils, and we drink a of mead. However, because no one has yet had the courage to turn those parts of Viking culture into a board game, instead, we'll be exploring a modern classic of the genre, because today, we're serving up Raiders of the North Sea. Raiders of the North Sea is a worker placement game for 2 to 4 players, designed by Shem Phillips. We play as longship captains at the height of the Viking era, looking to gain glory and win the favour of our chieftains by raiding across the sea. The winner will be the player with the most glory, or victory points, at the end of the game. Each turn, we'll place one worker on the board and take another off, taking the action for each location. In Raiders of the North Sea, there are 2 types of turns we can play: working and raiding. Working turns happen down here in the village, where we'll collect supplies and recruit townsfolk onto our crews. Each townsfolk card has 4 important bits of information on it. By going to the town hall, we can discard the card to use this ability one time. Alternatively, we can get an ongoing ability by going to the barracks and paying this many coins to recruit the townsperson onto our crew. Finally, this is the amount of strength that the townsperson will add as a member of our crew when we go raiding further inland. Raiding turns take place up here on the mainland. When we take a raiding turn, we place our worker on one of the locations associated with a particular raid, like this outpost. To perform this raid, we need to have at least this many crew and be able to discard this many provisions. When we raid, we add up the strength of the different members of our crew, plus any bonuses, to see how many victory points we get from that raid. Then, we take the plunder and new worker associated with one of those raid locations. There are 4 kinds of plunder we can get from raids. There's livestock, which we can use at the longhouse to get more provisions. There's iron, which we can use at the armory to increase our strength. There's gold, which we'll need to raid further inland later in the game. And finally, there's the Valkyrie. When we get a Valkyrie in a raid, we don't get any points, and one of our crew is discarded because they died. Fortunately, as Vikings, dying gloriously in battle is part of the whole deal. And by having crew die, we can move up this Valhalla track. The higher you are on the Valhalla track, the more points you get at the end of the game, so having your crew die gloriously in battle is a really sound strategy. Raiders of the North Sea can end in one of 3 ways. If all of the Valkyries have been removed from the board, if all of the chieftain tiles have been claimed, or if all but one of the fortresses has been raided. Once we reach that point, we'll play 1 more turn each, and then the game will end. And whoever has the most glory will be the most powerful Raider of the North Sea. So, welcome back to Cook That Game. Today we've got Brad and Emily with us for Raiders of the North Sea. We rolled off to see who would go first before the camera started rolling, and Emily gets to go first. So this is going to be a horrible start for me. Let's do it.
Okay.
Where would you like to go?
I'm going to go to the barracks first.
Oh, this bodes ill.
Pay one of my coins to recruit the jeweler.
Oh God,
My favourite early game card.
yeah, wouldn't it be nice to have one of those?
Then I'm going to take from the gatehouse.
Yeah, you would.
And get 2 new cards to my hand. And that is
Cool.
your turn.
Okay, well that messes me up because that's what I kind of wanted to do. Well, not. I wanted to go to the gatehouse and do something else. So thank you for ruining my turn.
You can still go to the gatehouse.
I can, but I can't then do the other thing I wanted to do. So you were on good form for ruining my day already.
Excellent.
Okay. I actually will go to the gatehouse and hopefully get some cards that don't suck, because my starting hand sure did. Nope. That looks like a bunch more cards that suck. So,
Sure.
wow, that's everything I don't want. Not quite.
Oh, yes.
I will, however... Nope. No, nothing about that is good. So I'm just going to go and take from the treasury, and I will discard one card and get a couple of coins.
Sam, no one goes to the treasury.
Yeah. I've played so many games with this where no one went to the treasury, and then this last couple of games we played, it's like, nope, just treasury all the time.
All the time.
I will get rid of this archer, and I will take 2 coins, and that will be the end of my not very good turn.
Beautiful. I'm going to go to the silversmith. Whoop. I'm going to take some sweet dollary doos. Beautiful.
Some clanky boys.
Some clanky boys. And then to just increase my tasty clank life, I'm going to the barracks and also building a jeweler.
Everybody wants that sweet jeweler action.
It's a pretty great early game.
Yeah. I can't imagine what it would be like to have a good hand early in the game.
One day. Alright, I'm going to go to the mill and get myself a provision.
There you go.
Thank you. And I will take this work from the silversmith and get 3 silver.
Hey.
Clanky boys.
Clanky boys.
Clanky boys.
Clanky boys.
Yeah, respect the nomenclature, bro.
As the Vikings call
Silversmith
them.
and collect 4 clanky boys.
Oh, damn!
So much clank.
And then I'm going to take from the town hall and play a huntsman, which allows me to gain 1 silver and 1 provision.
That's a lot of everything that you have there. I'm not into it.
Too much smirks.
Have you considered smirking less?
No.
She
Yeah.
actually doesn't know how.
I'm going to play to the town hall and play this warmonger, who lets me take 1 provision from an opponent. Guess which opponent I'm taking a provision from. You didn't even need to guess, it was quite obvious. And then I'm going to take from the mill, which lets me get another provision.
Are we or are we not allowed to call them meat sacks?
I don't know if we can, at this stage, bring in our joking names from other games that this we've played.
It's true.
However, if now that you have introduced the concept of meat sacks to define people watching cook that game, we can probably call them meat sacks.
Look, you turn the cow into the provision.
It's a meat sack.
It's
You
a
can
meat
also
sack.
go
Else
to
goes
the
in
mill and get some
That is
good
true.
old wholesome grain.
Some wheat sacks.
Wheat
Some
sacks.
wheat sacks.
And actually, because all of our provisions so far come from the mill, these are just wheat sacks.
Wheat sacks.
So, cool. There will be.
Glad we've got that sorted.
It's cool. We'll get into the late game meat sack strat.
Be prepared.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Great times. Yes, beautiful. I might actually also get a wheat sack. Pretty please.
Take yourself a wheat sack.
Take myself a wheat sack, and I would like to take from the town hall, and I'm going to forager for 2 more wheat sacks. Wheat sack life.
It's just
Alright, I'm going to the town hall. I'm going to use this huntsman here to gain 1 provision and 1 silver. Thanks. Sorry.
we
One
need
sack.
to actually start getting some crew at some point,
And
shouldn't we?
I will take my worker from the mill and gain 1 more wheat sack. Thank you.
There we go.
Brad, I'm gonna go to the barracks.
Not really, no.
I'll pay 4 coins to get my hero Brynja out. Who,
It's-
for every 1 strength gain 1 strength for every 3 armor you currently hold. Currently
Which
that's
is
0.
Nothing, but
but
She's ready.
in time.
You're.
And then I'm going to take from the silversmith and collect 4 coins.
Gross, I hate it. I am going to go to the silversmith and get 3 coins because I don't have some fancy pants jeweler. But then I'm going to take from the barracks and I am going to play my own hero, who is... I do not even know how I would say that, and I'm sorry to anyone... Ragnhilda, yeah, I'm very sorry to any Scandinavian viewers that we have of this episode because we are going to butcher every single name. That will cost me 4 silver. Ragnhilda gives me 1 strength for every 2 Valkyries I've taken. So it is in my interest for people to die horribly on my crew.
Nice.
Cool. And I have taken the thing, so it is over to Tasia.
Dun, 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 dun. I had a plan, man. I thought it was a good plan.
I'm very excited to hear about the plan you almost had.
Yeah, look, I think it's been fallen off the horse.
We don't have horses, we just have boats.
Yeah. But that was the plan. The plan is now in the sea.
There are cows. We don't have any cows yet though, because we need to steal the cows.
Cows are on islands.
We are like medieval rustlers.
Because I don't have a cow. I don't have any...
You could go to the mill and just get some provisions.
I could go to the mill and get some provisions.
It's never a bad idea to get provisions.
Fine. Extra wheat sacks it is. And then I would like 4 clanky boys, please.
Alright, clank it up.
Clank it down.
This is going to be the ASMR episode. Of Cook That
I
Game.
think we need a mic like right down here.
Yeah, just whispering.
Clanky boys. Okay, I'm going to the barracks to recruit a warmonger. Gain 1 VP when raiding a harbour.
One extra, because it's always 1 VP when you raid a harbour.
So there is 3 silver. Thank you, boys.
Thank you.
That's learning.
Yeah.
Very
The
slowly, but I'm
Viking
learning. And then I will use the mill for a wheat sack.
Here we are.
Excellent. I'm going to go to the mill for 2 wheat sacks with my forager.
2 wheat sacks, no waiting.
Then I'm going to take from the barracks and recruit a brawler who lets me re-roll 1 dice per raid.
Nice. That will be useful later in the game. I am going to go to the silversmith and get myself a few clanky boys. And then I guess I might just take from the gatehouse and get some more people in my hand. Okay, that is slightly better for me, and I'm a bit more into it. Cool.
Alright, I'm going to the barracks. It's all happening. I am recruiting this mercenary.
Mercenary.
Beardy McBearderton. Doesn't have a
That
name.
is an amazing.
It is the best beard.
Every time I see that.
The first time I played this game, I was like, oh my god, someone on my card has the best beard.
Face goals.
At which point sitting next to you, I'm like, oh, you've got a mercenary.
Yeah, you're the best. Alright, 4 clanky boys. Whoop, thank you very much. And I will take from the silversmith and gain back 4 clanky boys.
Alright, I am going on a raid. So let's go up to this harbour up here.
Oh, it begins.
That's
one you
2
going
provisions. The very left one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I knew you would.
Yeah, that's tasty.
It's
2 provisions.
a really solid harbour.
And I take this one.
And for that, you get 1 point
Yes,
for
please.
raiding the harbour and 1 extra point for
my
your warmonger. That is an intense time.
Well,
think
no
that's
one
an
else
obvious
raided again,
though.
so
These are
I'm
very
doing a double
obvious.
raid.
No! My cows!
To be fair,
There
we
is
had our
my-
chance.
I did.
Provisions.
I definitely had my
2 provisions,
chance.
and that is another 2 points.
Now Brad's got to go down.
All right.
To the depths.
Give me
I'm
this
a Viking, I've
last
got thick
one.
skin. It's fine.
I will grab up 1 point. And these cows.
Okay. Oh, I can't do the raid I wanted to because I miscalculated horribly because I'm bad at this game.
All the better to beat you at, Sam.
Yeah, pretty much. I say I'm bad at this game. I think I've won it more than 50% of the time. So
Yes, so
I'm not actually bad at it. I'm just gonna complain because it's fun. I am going to go to this here harbour and join in the raiding game. I'm going to pay 1 provision and get 1 point. And then I'm going to take all this. No, I'm going to take all this because gold. Gold is exciting.
Gold is exciting.
Gold is exciting. And that will let me get this grave digger who was heroically first over the side of the ship and died horribly as a result. Nice. And I will get a gold for his glorious death.
Sweet. I'm going headlong into the harbour. Here and just 1 wheat sack, and I think I'm going to take this adventure.
Well, that is the only thing you can. Oh no, there's 2.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm ready to die. I'm going
What kind of Viking are you?
one who is preparing for Valhalla.
So, Sam, you got a Valhalla over there. I think you need to
do.
move up that track if you got
Oh,
one.
indeed I do.
Okay.
You are
Did
quite
you kill a crow
correct.
as well? Or something?
I did.
Okay.
I killed the grave digger.
Well, I didn't think this far ahead. I've already done everything I planned to do.
So you had an amazing strategy for the first 8 turns or so. And now you've done that, there's no way forward.
Pretty
How this game
much.
works, but-
Alright, I'm going in once again to this.
You are ashamed by the inadequacy of your beard.
Always.
I will give you this
Cursed
wheat
with the
sack.
ability of
Thank
growing
you.
one.
I will take this. I will
Ooh.
kill my Vormonger.
Okay. Also got that iron.
Yep, thank you. And
go up.
2 points.
Yes.
And 1 on the Valkyr.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Going to the mill for 1 provision.
Why would you do that, bro?
Thank you. Because I'm not the wheat. And I will then use the barracks to recruit this gatekeeper. Cost me 1 less because of my recruiter, so that'll be 2 points.
Yeah.
That lets me draw 1 additional card in the gatehouse.
Very nice.
It's my turn.
It's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
That is what happens after Brad's turn.
Yep. Excellent.
That is
I
how.
have many plans.
Many plans. Do they also fall in the sea?
Maybe. Look.
No them
a little
feels.
bit. Okay. Cool. Cool. I'm going to the gatehouse and get 2 new cards. Oh, yes. Ooh. Then I'm going to take from the town hall and...
You sure you don't want to take from the mill?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, it would be really helpful to me if you took from the mill.
Too bad. I'm gonna discard my shield maiden and I lose 1 livestock and gain 1 iron.
Let's see. Okay, well, while I've been having fun with these aquatic harbour raids, I feel like it's time to head further inland and really start some stuff. So I will pay a
Changes it.
gold and 3 provisions to go raiding this here monastery. I currently have, what have we got? 12 strength from my crew, plus 4 from my armor, which gives me 16 strength. So I've already got 4 points in the bag. I will get 6 if I can get 4 more on 2 dice. The good news for me is the lowest these dice go is 2. Yep, that is more than 4. So I get 6 points plus 2 more because I've got these 2 shield maidens. So that will be 8 points.
Damn.
Also known as a stupid amount of points.
Yeah, also known as like just lots of points. And then
You should be happy though now, Brad, because we're going to pick on Sam.
Yeah,
that
no,
is
that's
true.
good.
And I'm going to take another 2 Valkyries, so I will lose this Brawler and I will lose one of my Shield Maidens. So they're dead.
Just because they're twins doesn't mean you can just discard one of them.
Isn't that how identical... No.
No.
That's not... Identical twins. Cook That Game loves you very much and we will never propose discarding one of you. Please don't unsubscribe. It's our first video.
We may discard one of you if it gives us 8 points.
I would never discard you.
Oh, that's really sweet. And naive.
I'm saving the cows.
And the twins.
And the twins. So I just need to roll. Alright, I'm going to go rating here.
Ooh.
I'm going to roll a die, which is 3. So from my calculations, I've got this guy is 5, plus 3 is 8.
Why is he
plus
5?
Because 1 strength for every 3
Oh, yeah.
armor
Yeah,
currently
cool.
held. It's 5, 8 plus 5 is
13.
13. And I just rolled a 3, which is 16, which gives me 4 more points.
Thanks, I hate it.
Oh no.
On top of Sam.
Oh, that is not a thing that I'm in favour of.
And then take this
And I
guy.
would like it if you stopped.
I'm going to Valhalla. Wait, I've not been gaining my 2 victory points, so I should have
Raiding
an
outposts.
extra 4 points.
Jesus.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That kind of changed things a lot.
Yeah.
I knew I was raiding outposts for a reason.
Wow.
I think it's time to say goodbye to the forager.
She served you well.
She has served you very
And go
well.
up another here.
Have you considered...
time.
You won't slaughter livestock, but you'll kill your forager.
Yeah,
What are you
look.
gonna eat?
No, she died
Okay.
for the cause.
Alright.
Okay, is that how it goes? I am going to go to yonder barracks, and I am going to pay 1 silver to recruit this huntsman. And then I'm going to take from the mill and get 2 more provisions, and that is my turn.
Cool. I'm going into this arbor. It's happening. 1, 2, 3 of the sacks.
Get you a point.
Yes, please. Yep, no, cool.
Okay.
Turn.
It's all about that single point life.
Mostly it's about that life, but sure.
Yeah, I mean, that life is good too.
I don't know where I went.
1 provision.
I think you mean weight sack.
Wheat sack. And I will hire 1 meat sack. Let's go with my berserker. That costs me 2. Oh no, sorry, it costs me 3 because I got rid of my recruiter.
Yeah.
Alright.
Paying full price.
That I am. Done.
Damn.
And unfortunately, I think it's come to that time of game where I start eating meat. Go to the longhouse and butcher myself a cow.
You have been unable to sustain.
Not being able to sustain it in this
Current
environment.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take from the armory to go up 2 more here.
Okay, well, I'm really glad that you didn't take that Harbotasia, because that's the one I
Damn
wanted.
it. Ah.
I will go up by 1 point, and I will take the contents of this harbour.
Double death.
Double death,
That's
I lose
exactly what I was
another
after.
2 crew members. So, Huntsman, you are only new to the crew. So, thanks for your brief but gory service. And I've killed the other twin now, so it's fine.
It's fine.
Equality. That's how that works, right?
That's definitely how that works. And I think you get some tasty.
I do get some tasty Valhalla track. You are correct.
Yes. I'm gonna go to the silversmith.
Get 2 coins?
2 coins.
2 coins, yeah.
Thank you. And I'm going to longhouse a cow into a couple of meat sacks.
Alright, give you 1 meat sacks.
Turn.
Alright, this is my plan. Longhouse. I'm going to get an offering. Those 2.
That is bogus, and I'm not into it.
Followed by the silversmith for 2 coins.
Okay.
Thank you.
Excellent. Going to go to the
That was
armory.
better, yeah.
Improving.
Go up 2 for this iron.
Holy smokes.
Then I'm going to take from the gatehouse
Diggity damn.
to gain some more raiders
Of the North Sea.
of the North Sea.
Of the North Sea, everybody.
I guess they of the North Sea, but not yet. There's still raiders of
The, slightly southern land.
yeah.
Yeah. But still fairly north in global terms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just not on the sea yet.
Yeah. Cool. I'm glad we solved that.
Yeah, good. Me too.
Okay. I am going to... something.
That was a beautiful noise. I feel it.
I am going to do something... Okay. Silversmith, get 2 of these coins, and then I'm going to take from the armory and use that to get a couple more armor.
Armory track. Alright,
Yeah.
I think it's time to raid this monastery once again.
Do you?
Yep. The time has come, the walrus said. To raid a monastery.
What does the walrus know about raiding monasteries?
Surprising amount.
Okay.
Okay.
This far inland.
Yeah, it's a
It's
weird
uncommon
and
for-
confusing time.
Yeah.
It's just a nickname of the walrus.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Is it for this scout with his magnificent beard that is somewhat walrus-like?
Yes, correct.
Okay, I'm glad we've solved this mystery.
Okay, so this is 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 21.
21, yeah.
21 is my base
And then
currently.
you'll definitely roll a 22.
But let's do it for dramatic effect.
I think you're probably good.
Whoa!
Lady, drop dice. Okay, and 6,
Hot
so
damn.
27. So that will be those 4 points.
Yep, so I'm playing a gold, 2 sacks of an unknown variety,
Mystery sacks.
mystery sacks.
To
And
beat 22, you get 6 points. Not 4.
That's a 6.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's worse.
I think you mean delicious.
Excellent.
Better
Go
not.
rating.
Ah, damn it.
Oh, what's that, Sam? Can you just repeat that?
I believe it was, oh damn it. I believe you heard me perfectly.
Okay, so my husband allows me to pay 1 less provision when raiding an outpost, so that's only 2. And on the table, I have got 7, 10, 11, 20, which I'm just not
Yikes.
even going to roll, so I just get this.
But it's so much fun to roll dice.
Okay, give me a dice.
Die.
A die. What's this right
What? No way!
Yeah.
Beat it!
One of your crew's gonna die, so you may
That's
as well roll a
fine.
die.
Okay.
Ah.
Sorry, Jula. I love
Or
you
Jula.
immensely.
It's
Now.
it's tough being those
I get 6 points.
more mercantile individuals.
Definite sacrifices.
Oh, yeah. And I go up here.
No, but that's my thing.
I know it's your thing, and
Why
I'm coming for you, Sam.
Why are you doing my thing? It's rude.
I think we just went over this.
What do you mean she's not helping me win? What do you mean you're not helping me win?
Sorry.
Come to my house and play my board games.
Beat you at
Don't
your
I
board
know?
games. Anyway, what are you going to do, Sam?
Well, have a much less great turn than I was about to. So, yeah.
I feel like the problem that you keep having is planning a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
plan.
probably very silly of me.
What kind of Viking are you?
Just run in ragefully. Gatehouse will give me 2 more cards. Yes, okay. And then I'm going to take from the barracks and pay 2 silver to get this here brawler onto my crew.
Alright, turn. I'm going
Yes.
into the longhouse. Trading this cow for a couple of meat sacks.
Very nice.
Very nice. And I'm going to silversmith. 3.
3. Dang.
With his sweet clank action.
Yes, that's how you clank, Brad.
Yeah.
Get good, son. Get good.
Get clank.
Don't have that technique. But
Dice.
yeah.
It's all in there.
Turn.
Alright. Finally going to raid again at the monastery.
All them cows.
Yep.
Ooh.
So that will be 3 provisions, a gold. Now when I raid a monastery I get to gain 2 strength when raiding a monastery. So I don't know, is that permanent strength?
No, that's
Just for
just
this
for the
raid?
purposes of raiding a monastery.
Okay.
It's having an extra 2.
Cool.
So how massively have you overkilled this raid?
Oh, no, well, yeah, we'll see. So I need 20, alright, so I've got 5 for this one, plus 4 is 9, plus 2 is 11, plus 3 is 14,
Plus armor strength.
plus strength, so it's 18.
18.
Cool.
You need 20, and you've got 2 dice
Yep.
that cannot roll lower than 2 each. So
I'm not
I think you're on it.
Oh.
Oh,
Wow.
That's, I didn't know there was a 5 on that die.
There is, there's 1 5 on each die.
Nailed it.
I think it's 1 2, 1 5, 2 3s, and 2 4s.
Okay. Well, I got that.
Yeah.
So,
Would you like your cows?
thank you. And I'll also take 6 points, please, for green.
Cool. And I am returned to last place.
And here is my payment.
Alright, going to the gatehouse to get some new guys.
Fresh.
With whom I can then recruit at the barracks. They're pretty.
Yeah, you mentioned it. That would be a really great move for me to make because I completely missed that outpost was there. So
I'm too helpful.
thanks, Brad.
Thanks, Brad. I nearly had all 4 of them.
I have 3 crew. I have got.
I'm just here to help you guys win. Thank
Good
you.
strat.
Well, then you get to claim vicarious secondary
Yeah,
victory.
yeah.
It's like I didn't win, but I sort of won.
By
That was my
proxy.
plan all along.
Yeah.
I think the actual strat is to pretend like he's helping.
9.
sneak
Maybe
in
I
with
was
your chieftains.
Yeah, maybe I was distracting from the fortresses up there.
Yeah.
That's why I-
With my
7.
precious outpost.
Cool. I have 17 strength, so I don't even need to roll a die.
But you're gonna do it anyway.
I'm going to do it anyway because
Yeah.
rolling die is fun. 4! How exciting. So that brings me up to 21, which is considerably more than 14.
Just a tad.
Just a tad. And I'm not losing anymore, which is also both novel and exciting.
Dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it. Alright,
Oh, dang.
so 2 of those and 2
How
of those.
monstrously much strength are you bringing to bear on this fortress?
Just some. Look. 7, 8, 9, 13, 16, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
26, 27, because the
Oh, yeah.
barbarian gives you 2 extra strength when...
27.
27, so you've already blown through the first 2 tiers.
Yep.
You need 5 on the dice to get
It
the
seems
maximum
2
number
dice.
of points.
Possible.
2 dice.
And that's where it is. Hanging out in the sea.
Your odds of
my
getting 5 on
plans.
those dice is very good.
2 twos.
Nope, that is 7.
Mint.
34, that is 10 points.
Not a fan.
Alright, I would like this.
Oh,
I
wow.
will kill my berserker and bring him back
To your hand.
to my hand. Bloop. And that is all.
Okay.
Oh, I need that.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
probably a good idea. That is a very big turn.
That was
Cool.
delightful.
I'm going to recruit at the barracks. I am going to recruit the warlord for 4 coins. Gain 2 victory points at the game's end.
Nice.
And then I will take from the mill and gain a gold.
A gold. You have messed up my turn, so.
Could you place me in
Look,
that
I would have taken
fortress
the
up
mill
there?
back if it was legal.
Which one?
That area.
This
yeah,
one
I'm still
here?
picking which one I want. I think I'm going to go for the gold. The gold one up there.
The gold?
The gold and the livestock.
Okay.
So that
How much
costs
strength are
me
you coming at this with?
4 provisions and 1 gold. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Plus 4 is 19.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah.
Whoa.
As long as
Sending
you
much?
will not be getting to the top of that track.
no, but as long as no one else does, that is fine.
Yeah.
You do have 5 crew, so you're good. So 19, you want to get 7 to get to the second tier.
Okay. That's what I get.
Yay!
That's 7.
So what is that?
8 points.
8
points.
points.
Still
That's
tasty.
pretty
That is
Yeah.
still some real good points.
I am okay with that.
I'm not okay with that.
No. I'm behind and I'm not into it.
Okay. It's cow time. I'm sorry.
It's cow.
Moo.
going to grab some of these and then I'm going to take from here and get gold.
Yikes. Okay. Well, that makes my turn. I can do the things I wanted to do on my turn. It's very exciting.
You're welcome, Sam.
That doesn't happen often.
No, it really doesn't. I'm going to pay 3 money to get this here armourer, who gives me extra strength when raiding a monastery, which is
that's a
not
shame.
at all useful to me right now. But then I'm going to take this one and get rid of a cow to get a couple of provisions.
Alright, I'm going into this fortress. Bum, 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 bum. 2 gold. 3 provisiones. I need 4. No, do I have to have 5 crew members for
You
that
do.
You do need 5 crew members for that one.
one? God.
You mean this
yeah.
many?
Well, this many.
Or, no.
Gross.
You can only go to this one.
Who knew there
I
was
want
a
to take the worker
downside?
back too.
Yeah.
Yes, look, that's fine. I'll go here. I'm not mad.
I feel like you're a little bit mad.
Yeah, a
I'm
little
definitely
bit mad.
I'm definitely a little bit mad.
Okay.
Because I wanted to go there.
2
so-
gold. 2 sacks of indeterminate type. 6, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22. I think that's that.
It's pretty good.
But it's not going to get me
How
to
cute.
30. Very dusty.
I do not like how this is playing out for me. 7.
Which, yeah, it gets me past 24, but not to 32, which was impossible anyway.
Correct. So that is 7 points.
7 points. Also, I will take these. I will...
And well, I don't think you're raiding any more fortresses this game.
No, that is true. But, do I want to just take this scout anyway?
You do get a point if your mercenary is killed in battle.
True. Thank you.
That is okay.
Yeah, we'll take an
I'm-
extra point.
I've decided to hitch my wagon to your victory because it ain't happening for me.
Do-do-do, and I get another Valkyrie friend. Jeez.
2 provisions, please.
I suppose you can have those, yes.
And then I will take this off the town hall to play my marauder. Lose 1 livestock to gain 1 gold. That's a nice
Okay.
trade.
That works out pretty well for you.
If only you could actually do that with cows.
Maraud cows into gold.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go here. with my 5 guys.
Oh, look at you with your
My
fancy
2
card.
gold and my 3 provisions.
Okay.
Okay, so Brynjar is currently worth 7 points. So 7, 10, 11, 15, 19, plus my 9 on the armory track is 28.
That is
So
so
I'll have
gross.
some dice, please.
Hope you feel gross.
I do a little bit.
And
It's not as what I wanted. 5.
no, that's only 5. That does not get you 36.
That is fine.
You will
It's
just have to-
still 9 points.
You will
Cute
just
roll.
have to live with your measly, pitiful 9 points. It would be the most amazing troll move if Brad now didn't trigger the end game. Now that we've all
I am
completely
considering it. I mean, no one
Get
else.
out of my house,
No one else can possibly
raid
do
right
it now.
So I am safe to go another turn, get my own provisions, and then see how things are going, and I might be able to get a double fortress. So
Oh, it's all gone.
Yeah, it's
Never
all
mind.
Yes, you can raid this completely raided fortress.
You can go have a look.
What a
Alright.
colossal honour that you have offered me.
Well, it makes sense for me to go for the cheaper fortress to make it harder for anyone else to get the expensive one. Okay.
Brad.
I also don't want to kill my crew just yet. They might be useful. So let's go for
Then you
that.
should definitely go for this
No,
one.
go for this one.
You sure?
But look at this fancy cow.
Yeah.
You don't get a cow over there.
Exactly. It's not
That
like that
will be-
fortress needs 5 crew members to raid.
3 provisions and 2 gold.
It is actually that fortress needs 5 people to raid.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, good point. Better chose the right one.
to make Brad lose. I don't think it's working.
What's your strong?
My strong is 5, 9, 12, 15, plus 4 is 19, same as before.
So you need
What a
22
twist.
to
Yeah.
get the points.
Okay.
So you will be able
At least
you'll-
roll that.
Yeah, you'll be able to get 22. I like that you're doing this for
25.
not, which is not 28. So
Okay.
It's just 27
7 points.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. And I'll take those resources too, please.
I love the way that you're spoiling this for everyone else and not even getting good points. It is just the
Okay,
worst.
so now is my last turn.
Yep. So the end game has now started.
Yep.
Everyone, including Brad, gets one more turn.
I wish I had this in my hand. Swap an opponent's work with one from the village.
That would be an amazing jerk move. I would be
This is a very heavy table, but it would get flipped. Long ways.
See if you get anything exciting from the gatehouse that you can town hall.
Yes.
Do you have an archer?
Oh god,
Do you have an archer?
no. Jeez.
I do not have an archer.
That could have been my undoing. Jeez.
I can force all opponents to lose 1 provision, but it doesn't do enough. No.
No.
Um,
Actually, I think I could have forced him to. Yeah, I think I've got the same card. Had we but known, we could have actually stopped Brad. I'm still not sure Brad's going to win.
yes, he may
It will
not
be
win.
very close.
It will be very close for everyone who is not me.
Cool. It doesn't matter. I will just take some clanky boys for satisfaction. Till I can get my clanky boys.
It's a beautiful end. Brad,
Very basic,
just
that one.
bring it home.
Alright.
Ruin us.
Yeah. I think I want the silk. No, I'm kidding.
To the fortress,
yeah.
4 provisions and a gold.
Do you still have a 19 strength?
I think so. Yeah, I haven't changed anything, so
19 plus
19.
dice, so you will get
So
6 points.
26.
You
To
need
get
7.
19 plus 8 is 27.
Okay, that gives you 8 points, which brings you up to 35, which is even with Tarzia.
Oh, yeah.
I think he may have more in-game points than me.
That's going to be kind of close.
I'll take those, and I do have to kill one of my crew here.
Yes.
Make sure I kill the one that gives me points.
No, you should definitely kill that warlord. It's doing nothing for you.
So I do get to move up one here.
Yeah. Okay, let's do some endgame scoring, friends. So
Let's do it.
I suppose we start with me, what with me being in the last place and all.
Okay.
So that'll give me 3 points for my gold. I get 7 points for my Valkyrie track. I get, is that 4 points? Yeah, 4 points from the armory track. And I have these these 2 tributes,
Secret
which
8
give
points.
me 8 points, which takes me up to 36. Which means, so long as nobody else scores it. Okay, thanks everyone. I guess I can get now. Alright, next up the back is Emily, who's getting 4 points from her gold.
2
And
points
2 from iron.
Over here, I've got 6 points from my armor.
It's 40.
And 2 points for my Valhalla.
Yep. And
Then I've got 5 points here.
Yeah, Emily might be a secret sneaky boy.
47 you're finishing on. Anything from your crew?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Brad.
Did it get hot in here?
So Brad, you've got 2 from your iron. You've got
2 from my
2 from-
warlord.
2 from the armory, and 2 from the Valhalla track, plus your 2 tributes, which are
Did we do my warlord?
yeah,
Cool.
your
And 8 for the tributes.
8, which brings you up to
Oh,
51 points. So you just flip that card over to say that you got 50, 51.
50 boat.
Okay, so Tarzia.
Oh man, I don't think
It's
I think
gonna
it's
be
Brad.
it's gonna be real close. So 2 for your gold.
I got nothing for cards.
No, you've got 2 from the armory track. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 from the Valhalla track, and a tribute that is worth 6 points, which takes you to 49. Which means Brad on 51 points. You win.
Yeah.
Hot down!
And end of the freeze frame. Hey Brad, you know what you did today?
I won. I beat
You won!
I beat you.
You beat me. You won the very first episode of Cook That Game.
Yes, good.
And so that means you get to draw on the Wall
I
of
get
Victory.
to. Okay, alright.
Yes, you must, in fact. You are instructed to draw on the Wall of Victory. So please
Sounds
sign your
like I have
name,
a choice.
give us a little scribble of
Just it?
a long ship or some, anachronistic Viking horns or whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, this is the hardest part.
And in the meantime, thank you very much for watching Cook That Game. This has been our first episode. We really appreciate you watching. Do all the YouTube things, like, share, subscribe, leave us a comment. We will be back in a couple of weeks when Tarzia and I cook this game. And we'll see you next time.